Hey, what is up, wood choppers of YouTube? Today's drum teacher rants is kind of about reading, kind of about theory, and it's a really important one. It's a really important one, and when you understand and you see this for yourself, or in my case, seeing it multiple times every day for years, decades as a teacher, it's really impactful and really powerful. So now, actually, I should premise this because obviously not all drumming and music is about reading music, and not all drumming and music is about theory. Of course, we all understand this, but in this narrow area of drumming and music and theory, that is theory and reading, this is where we're going to focus in this video. So most people, myself included, are going to struggle with things like reading and drumming. It's much more natural and fun to just jump on the drums, make some noise and play. And when we start zoning in and really looking at the fine detail like of a song or a fill or a groove, and we look at it and we start to, we start to see, okay, oh, that goes there and this is the, okay, cool, now I got it. And you start to understand, how 4/4 works and the subdivision. Oh, and that adds up to that. Okay, when we start looking into all that stuff, everybody's going to struggle. Just like when you started at school, they didn't start you on long division and algebra and trigonometry. You started with easy stuff. You were finger painting and eating dirt at lunchtime. And as you went through school, it got trickier and trickier, and you understand, your brain opened up and you started to understand. So I feel like as adults or teens, we tend to want to rush. We see someone who's really great at the drums and we think, oh, I just want to do that. Teach me how to do it now. And that's kind of not how it works. We need to take our time. Now, a crazy thing happens whenever I get a student to read something, 9 times out of 10, they can't get it the first time. And sometimes the student, because that's why we're working on it, right? And sometimes the student will look through this piece of music and just race through it. And it's like, just breathe, just take your time, hold up, maybe even look away, think about something else. Okay, let's look at the sheet again. And my take on it is, can you play me the first note of the bar? And often they're like, the first note? Well, yeah, of course I can. It's a crash and a bass drum. Cool. We're getting through it. We don't have that much left of the bar. What's the next note? Oh, that's easy. That's just a hi-hat. Okay. Can you play me the first note and the second note of that bar? Well, yeah. Bang. You realize we're a quarter of the way through this bar, and before you were just hacking through it. It was never going to happen. And even if you did get it, it was going to be a horrendous mess. Let's take our time. I'm not rushing you. There's no rush here. It's going to happen when it happens. What's the third note of this bar? Oh, well, that's a hi-hat and a snare drum. Right. Can you play me the first 3 notes of the bar? Well, yeah. Crash, hi-hat, snare. And we'll repeat that as many times as we need to. Crash, hi-hat, snare. Got it. Yeah. Right, what's after that snare and hi-hat? It's a hi-hat. Right, okay. Crash, slow it down. Crash, hi-hat, snare and hi-hat, hi-hat. Oh, this is quite easy. Yeah. And what's next? And we go through 1 note at a time. Now, this might sound painful to people, but obviously your learning is going to quicken up as we go. You're not going to have to do that as dramatically, as exaggerated, you know, moving forward. So this was, I mean, it dawns on me often, you know, at least probably once a day when I'm working with a student, how effective this is. And I mean, sometimes you can actually see on their face like, oh, so I can read. It's just that I was trying to read too fast. And I'm like, yeah, you can read. You are reading. It's just, you cannot expect yourself to sight read and just rip through it and be playing at the speed of the song, you know, on the first take. Well, not for everybody, not unless you've got a lot of experience and a lot of reading experience. And I've really seen the light bulb come on in students' heads. Like, you can see their face light up when they get this concept. And I guess it could apply to any part of drumming, any part of life perhaps. Just breathe, have another look at it, slow down, break it into bite-sized chunks, break it into as many pieces as you need to. Get some reps on them, get some repetition going. You know, maybe do the first half of the bar, get some repetition. And promise me, no matter how difficult it is, it could be a Danny Carey part, it could be whatever. Animals as leaders, it could be anything, any bar of music, you will be able to play it like that. Then once you've got that bar, you do what I call put it into context. Play the bar before it and the bar after it. Now, because that's different. It's different going into a bar than just playing the bar on its own. So then you're going into that bar and you're coming out of it. And you're done. You're out of the woods. You've got that part. It's a really powerful insight, guys. It's something that was taught to me. It's very counterintuitive. It feels like you're wasting time. Sometimes you might feel dumb or like you're too slow. And, you know, sometimes students will say, well, but that's not the speed of the song. The song's way faster than what we're doing. It's like, yeah, but we got to get it right at some tempo. Let's get it right here. Then we've got liftoff because we've got it right. We can start speeding it up. It's not the problem. Getting it right and getting an understanding of it. That's the issue. So that's all for today, guys. I got to start teaching. So I hope you got something out of that. Moral of the day, lesson of the day, slow things down. Very powerful. Take it easy. Ciao.